Mass Root Rider needs an emergency nerf now. This army is unstoppable. All you have to do is put 13 Root Riders on the same tile and the base will disappear within 90 seconds. Here is the first base we'll be coming in on, double poison tower ring base. So what do? You put a Root Rider and a Wizard on either side of the funnel, then spam the 11 with your Warden, King and Queen down the middle, and then soon after you'll use your Blimp for the Town Hall and put 2 Rages down like you do with the E-Drags. But have a look at what I do for the Warden ability here. We are using the Healing Tome. What does that mean? When you pop the Warden ability for the next 25 seconds, every troop that was in the Warden ability will get a little bit of healing per second. Now, you might think that it makes more sense to use the Rage Gem to rage up these Root Riders, but I used both of them, and I'm telling you, the Healing Tome one is insane. It gives this army even more hit points, and there's just not enough damage at Town Hall 16 to do the job. We're putting down the Headhunters. Notice I use my RC wherever I feel she's needed. Queen's in the middle of the base, and you just got to make sure you use the Headhunters wisely. I use the Giant Arrow there. You can use the Giant Arrow or the Puppet. Both of them are great with this army with the Queen. But yeah, look at this. I have 3 swag spells, 4 swag spell space. I have about 6 or 7 Root Riders left up. It's not even close, and look at that. 75 seconds it took to take down every defense on the base. This army is ridiculous, and what I love about it, and what I'm sure you'll all love about it at home, is it's really easy to deploy. All I did was a Root Rider each side, a Wizard behind it, and the rest down the middle. So let's move on to the next attack. Picked another ring base, but this is a double rage ring base. I'm showing a lot of ring bases in the videos today and throughout the sneak peeks that we've done, because I believe ring bases will be meta. So we come in on the back side of the base because there's a really good funnel I can set here. Double rage, Warden ability. The CC comes out now. This CC will be a nuisance because it will slow down our troops, but that's alright. Rage for the Blimp. I don't use the freeze this time because there was no room for giant bombs, but if there's poison towers or room for giant bombs, use one of your 5 freezes. You got plenty of them with the army. Now have a look at this. These are rage defenses, and whilst the rage tower is not as strong, I am going to use the freezes here because whilst they have 8,000 hit points, that disappears quickly in the rage defenses. Warden on the top side, though, doing a great job. You can see in a second why I bring the Lizard with the Warden, because the Lizard is basically going to take down this RC all by itself. The Warden gets one shot off, but aside from that, it is all the Wizard. Now, this army is broken, and it definitely needs an emergency nerf, but you'll see here that, yes, I am going to triple the base, but at least we don't have 6 or 7 Root Riders left up, so double Rage Tower bases are better against this than the Poison Tower ones because you can deal all that DPS really quickly, particularly once the Warden ability is already done. But the problem is, if the Root Riders take out the entire core of a base on the ring base, the RC and the Spirit Fox, which is arguably just as broken, the Spirit Fox is ridiculous, they can clean up the rest really easily. Now, I'm bringing 13 Ram Riders with this, which allows me to bring 4 Headhunters. If you want to bring 14 or 15 Root Riders, sorry. If I say Ram Rider, I'm sorry, Clash Royale's in my head. If you wanted to bring 15 Root Riders, you probably could, but I found this army to be the best. You have just enough funnel troops, and you need those Headhunters to deal with the defensive heroes on the base because they're really the only reason you should fail this attack. Now we're coming in on a box base. We're going to come from the back end because I ain't scared of 1-starring. So I use a Root Rider on each side with a Wizard and a Sneaky Gob because I do need to funnel my heroes into the core with that Wizard and the Sneaky Gobs. Yet again, we get the Blimp down. And it's all about nailing this Warden ability. Notice I miss a few of the Root Riders on the top side, and that's really problematic because not only are they not invincible, but they're not going to get the healing for the next 25 seconds. Blimp's coming across the base. Thankfully, it does make it to the Town Hall, although I'll tell you this, I tripled this base once without taking the Town Hall down with the Blimp. But I didn't show it in this video because, I mean, it wasn't, it was barely a triple in the end, whereas I figured you guys wanted to see an overkill triple. This back-end Rage Tower is a problem, so Back-end rage towers, we've seen through this hit and the previous one, they are going to be a problem for this army. But by then, your heroes can take out the back end of the base. Notice I haven't used my RC, King, or Queen ability, and I'm still sitting on a Rage and 2 Freezers. And yeah, I don't know what base building can do against this. Obviously, there'll be a lot of new bases with TH16, so we'll see what happens. But I can't see what's going to stop this army from being ridiculously overpowered. We've still got a few Root Riders coming in from the left side of the screen. We've got all the heroes up. Unfortunately, the King goes down at the very end. And that's a pretty common theme with this army, though, that you can quite frequently have all 4 heroes up at the end. When I was recording these replays for this video, there was only one base I failed on. Says it all, doesn't it? And it was the first base in the video, the double poison tower ring, but that's because I was using the Barb King on the flank. But ever since I had decided to use the Barb King in the core, this army has just gotten even better. The giant arrow with the Queen, yeah, I'm not sure it's best used with this army. You're probably better off using the puppet, but it's too much fun. I love using the giant arrow like you saw in that last hit. I like using the giant arrow to see if I can take down the final cleanup buildings. Anyways, yet again, Root Rider and Wizard on both sides, and we spam through the middle. I put it slightly lower because there's more value on the bottom side of the funnel than the top, but all gonna work out the same anyway, right? A Rage on the bottom side of the funnel, a Rage on the top. Warden ability. Now, is this blimp gonna get to the Town Hall? I think we all know it's not. So we are about to see how strong this army really is. Rage the Yeti Bomb. The Yetis will get rid of the monolith, so it's not the Town Hall, but you can't tell me that's not valuable, getting rid of a monolith. We have a lot of the Root Riders on the right-hand side, King and Queen in the middle, dealing with those defensive CC troops, and then I'm going to use the RC to clean up the trash. Coming back to the heroes here, and the Root Riders, even though they're all dead, they've opened up such a gap in the base that, yeah, there's not much that can stop it. I use a freeze here for the ricochet cannon because I really don't want that wrecking my Queen by ricocheting off the King. Thankfully, there's a few barbs left, but notice they all go down now, and shortly the Queen ability will go. RC on the right-hand side. It does look a little sketchy, but I've still got an RC ability. I've still got a Queen ability. There goes the freeze. Those Root Riders are still tanking, doing their absolute best. Let's see if I can line up this Queen ability here. Queen rounds the corner. And we did clip the Town Hall. We weakened the cannon on the back end of the base. RC ability goes off. I don't know how you meant to stop this army. I failed my Yeti Bomb for the Town Hall, and I still tripled this with 3 heroes alive. That's it for this video. If you'd like to see other Root Rider videos we've got on the channel, I'll link on the left the top 3 Root Rider strategies, not including this army.